Now obviously the panel, I repeat, I don't know if you can see it, but I have it clearly visible. The antenna is exactly in that direction. The longer the antenna cables are, the more the signal deteriorates. So now I'll do the test directly here inside, trying to place the dish in this way. In fact, we'll do a test by placing the dish like this, so pointed towards our antenna, and a test facing exactly the opposite to show you how important it is to point this antenna. So we have to disconnect the adapters here and simply unscrew them. Having removed all 4 adapters, we basically have the extension cables inside the panel box, so if we want, we can use these extension cables directly if we need to have a greater length. As mentioned, beyond a certain length, the signal tends to deteriorate, so, if possible, connect the router as close as possible to the window and then, obviously, close to our panel antenna to avoid this type of problem. For the panel too, we have the connection directly to the pipe, if you want, but we obviously also have the connection to the wall, so basically the panel is also multi-accessory and the adapters are also present directly here. We also have the various fittings, but in our case we borrowed them from Cubic, so they are absolutely universal. At this point, we remove these extension cables and unroll, if I may use the term, the 4 poles and connect the adapters directly to the router. As you can see, the length in this case is much shorter. Let's insert the adapters. In this case, they clearly need to be screwed on. First, second, third and fourth. Adapters connected, we connect them directly to the router. First, second, third and fourth. Okay, our panel is connected. Right now it's pointed roughly towards our antenna. So let's connect the Ethernet cable, connect the power supply and power up our router. I won't move it too much, let's try to keep it fixed and obviously wait for all the lights to turn on. Okay, all the LEDs are on, you probably can't see them because of the reflections, but I don't want to move the dish right now. And let's move on to perform the speed test. This is the previous one. Let's duplicate the card and off we go. 35 milliseconds of latency, so less than before. Oh, my goodness. 490, 400, 500 megabytes and we're inside, guys, I just pointed it. 526, I'd say we've beaten Starlink, guys. 60, 66, let's see if we can exceed 70 megabytes in upload. Yes, we're practically at par with before. 71 megabytes right now, so we've exceeded it. 72, guys, I'd say a very respectable score, plus 35 milliseconds of latency, absolutely appreciable. Let's see the previous one. With Cubic we did 41 milliseconds of latency. It's clear that these are simple speed tests, then you need to do more during the rest of the day. And let's go ahead and log in as before. Here we are. Ironically, it gives us 3 bars of 5G. I probably touched it by mistake, but the signal strength, as you can see, has improved. Note that this is a negative number, so the lower it is, the better. I don't think I need to explain the math to you from this point of view. Very good, absolutely positive. Now I want to show you how essential it is to orient our panel correctly, because if I position it behind, so practically behind where the antenna is actually located, and I go. Let's duplicate the card in this case too, so we don't lose anything. I'm going to run a new speed test. Look at how slow it is to load.